one. This is the Combat Station. I'm your host, Ty Matthews, and today we have a special guest on, MMA vet and now bare knuckle fighter, Houston Alexander. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Welcome from the US, brother. Welcome from the US.
Now, let's start off. Obviously, you got a bare knuckle fight coming up against Jason Fish this weekend.
Yep.
Now, what is your prediction for the fight? How do you see this fight going?
My prediction is to whoop his ass, or I can quote Mr. T, pain. That's the actual. No, but I believe it's going to be a great fight. Jason is good. He's a very powerful guy, very fast guy, and I'm a very powerful, fast guy. So it should be interesting. It'll be an interesting bout.
Now, what is your plan for the future? Do you plan to stick with bare knuckle fighting for the foreseeable future, or would you like to give MMA another go maybe soon?
You know what? I'm in pretty good shape for old guys. So if I'm in the gym sparring with younger individuals and I'm still getting one up on them, or I'm still dominating in the gym, of course I probably think I got it. So it just all depends. If the guys about my age, why not give the fans what they want? And as long as I'm in great shape, I enjoy doing it. I am the epitome of enjoying MMA to the fullest, whether it's bare knuckle, whether it's boxing, no matter what it is, that's what I like doing. I'm a very physical guy.
Well, mate, you're 50 years young, and
yeah.
So let me ask you, how do you continue to stay in such good shape going into this age of your career? Because normally people would have packed up 10 years ago. How do you keep staying in this sort of shape and continuing fighting at a decently high
level? First of all, genetics. Let's start with genetics. But on top of that, I take care of myself. I don't drink a whole lot, but I do drink. I do drink a pint or two. Just over the years, I've taken care of my body and I've not gotten hurt in a major way. So I think taking care of your body, I've been real big in fasting, because we in all our food we have so much preservatives and so much sugar. We got to give our bodies time to digest all that crap. So I've been doing a lot of fasting lately. So just take care of the body, man. And staying in the gym. I try to stay in the gym on a regular basis. So that's where you have it right here. You have a 50-year-old man who's in pretty good shape.
Now, let me ask, how do you feel compared to when you were, let's say, in the UFC, which I believe you're like 30, mid-30s? How do you feel compared to then? Do you still feel like your body's fresh?
You know what? I actually do, because I'm training different. See, and there's always a progression in the way you train, especially for fights. And with all the education that's out there, as far as taking care of your body, different ways of training, methods. I think that's what I think I feel the same. Other than do I feel just as strong as I did a couple of years ago? Yeah, of course, because if I'm still lifting the same type of weight, I'm still maintaining that weight. But of course, with age, you have to take care of small things like the ailments, the smaller ailments. But again, taking care of yourself, doing cryotherapy, and doing those small things that help your body stay in tune, just like a car.
I was gonna ask, in your last fight, I've got your opponent's name, but
yeah,
you got the knockout, and after you knocked him out, you jumped on him. Now I was gonna ask, what was the situation there? Was it you were stuck in MMA mode? Because I think that was your first bare knuckle fight. What happened there, mate?
Hey man, first off, it's a fight. So when you're in a fight, you don't care. You see, especially when you got a guy trying to hurt you. So I think what I think it was, I don't think it was me trying to convert back to MMA. I didn't think that he was knocked out at the time, and so I think my body just automatically went after him, because I thought he was either trying to get away or something like this. So it was I think it was more instinct than anything, and I believed my opponent knew that I didn't do it on purpose. So and as far as getting the win, sometimes it's the luck of the draw, brother. I've been unlucky in a lot of fights. It's about time I got my luck in this fight. So this last fight. So I'm glad I got to win.
How has the transition from from MMA to bare knuckle been? Has there been a big difference, or do you feel you've settled in quite well bare knuckle?
No, you know what? I've been doing bare knuckle since I was a kid. So bare knuckle's easy, man. You know, I've been fighting on playgrounds. I've been fighting in the streets. Then been fighting in the ring. I've been fighting in the octagon. Now I'm fighting in a circle. So because the bare knuckle fighting championship is all circle. And with that being said, they, instead of starting you in the corner, they start you right there in the ring, and they have that in the middle of the ring, and they have the ref right there. And so when it's time to go, it's time to go. So, hey man, I love it, because the transition has been. It hasn't been a transition because I've already been using my hands in the first place, and these are my best assets right here.
Now, mate, what is your favorite aspect? What is your favorite fighting sport you've been in general? Is it MMA, bare knuckle, boxing? What is your favorite one? If you
Well,
had
you
to
know
pick
what?
one to do.
It's all, to me. It's all MMA. You know, because you got boxing, you have jujitsu, you have wrestling. It's all, to me, it's all MMA. But I believe, bare knuckle fighting. You know, that's been around for a long time. You know, it's probably just as long as boxing. And some of my favorite, some of the favorite fights that I know of that's happened over here has been in England. So there, and so I kind of know the history on England. You guys are crazy out there in England.
But it's mostly the Irish down here.
Oh,
They love
The Irish. Well, the Irish. You know, we got. I just found out on my 23andMe that I'm part Irish, so I guess I am crazy too. So, but it's interesting, man. I think all aspects of MMA is great. So but you just need to find the MMA or the mixed martial art that's best suits you. And I've just been lucky with all the types of martial arts over the years, because I've been studying them for so long. So the transition, to me, with mixed martial arts is the most important aspect of MMA transition.
Do you plan to make a run for the belt in bare knuckle? Do you see that in your future?
You know what? If I continue to win, what? And if you're still winning, why not? Why not be the guy to actually keep knocking people out and getting the belt? Maybe that'll be a good way to retire, huh?
No, that would be a very solid way, mate. Bare knuckle belt. What more could you ask for?
What more can you ask for? Just using these hands, and I've been using my hands all my life, brother. So, that'd be a sweet way to end things.
Now, you said your body, you still feel good at the age of 50. Do you still feel you're
Yeah.
improving technically at the age of 50? Do you still believe you're sharpening your skill sets?
Yeah, I'm pretty sharp, because judging by the way we're hitting pads and my instincts, I'm still pretty sharp. So that's one thing I don't think that's kind of slowed down. The one thing that slows you down, again, it could be the ailments. The joints or something like that. Just from lots of using of the joints, or lots of using of the muscles. But that's when you have to learn how to recover. And so I think I'm still pretty sharp. I haven't gotten hit in the head too many times to where I'm doing this. I'm doing this. When you start seeing me doing this, it's time to hang it up.
Fair enough, mate. And outside of fighting, what's your favorite thing to do?
Oh man, I'm a hip hop junkie. So me being part of the culture itself. I enjoy seeing a really cool b-boy or b-girl. Especially with the enemy squad. Yeah, see, because the enemy squad comes out of England area, and it was overseas. It was the overseas countries that kept breakdancing alive when it was actually diminishing in the States. So shouts out to all the European countries, all the Asian countries that kept b-boying alive. So I enjoy watching b-boying, and I enjoy teaching classes when I'm because I still teach classes every once in a while with b-boying.
And we'll probably wrap up in a minute, but two more things.
Yeah.
What round do you believe you're going to get your opponent out of there? And a message for the fans.
Oh man, first round. I always want the first round. Let's get him out of there. let's get this guy out of there. We don't have time to go 3 or 4 rounds. We want to get it over with and be done with it. And hopefully for the fans, you know, the bare knuckle, from all the feedback I've gotten from a lot of the fans, even from the first one I was in, people really enjoyed the fights. You know, especially women. Especially women, you know, they come to the bare knuckle fights and they see that, you know, the action is fast and people are going at it. They're not waiting around, you know, to submit a person or kick a person. They're going right at it. So for the fans, you know, it's going to be really exciting. Another exciting show, and for the ladies, you know, and who say they don't like combat sports, get them in a ring, get them in an arena with combat sports and watch how a woman acts when they see 2 people punch each other.
Well, mate, thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck this weekend. Hopefully you get the first round knockout.
Well, brother, I appreciate you having me all the way from England, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, mate, thanks for your time. Hopefully we can have you back on there soon. And
Yep.
It's the Combat Station, and we are out.
All right. I appreciate you, mate.
Safe, mate.